Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. Well, obviously I went back to my candy store today at Long McQuaid and got myself into a little bit more trouble. Okay, maybe a lot more? Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I think I have enough space for this. I'm pretty sure. Of course, the keyboard that I really would have loved to bring home cost about $1,000, 88 keys on it, all the bells and whistles galore, and yeah, I'm just not got enough money for that one yet. However, I thought, well, it was either a new guitar or a keyboard. And I don't really need another new guitar right now, but I wouldn't have minded a keyboard. So I thought, okay, let's get a keyboard. And I checked out a couple of them. Checked out one that was actually one level below this, and it was kind of like, no. And this is actually one below the one that my wife is currently renting because she's trying to learn keyboard piano stuff. And I know quite a number of chords, and I can play a couple of songs. But of course I want to do more, and I kind of miss, having a keyboard in the house. And I was actually going to go after the same exact one that I used to have, which was the EW400. But then we did find a used one at one of the other stores. It's like, I gotta wait another week. I don't want to wait another week. Let's get something now. And I can do a really good comparison too between this one and the one that my wife's renting, because they're only one model apart from each other. So we'll be able to tell you, if you spend X amount of dollars, you get this. If you spend just a little bit more, you can move into the next level up, and what are you getting for that extra? And is it worth the extra? So anyways, I walked out of there with this keyboard. It's the Yamaha PSR E363 and a stand for it. And he found me a used pedal that he sold me for like really cheap price. I'll talk about prices when I do the review though, actual what I paid for everything. So I mean, it's a cheap chintzy pedal, but hey, it's what I wanted. I wanted cheap, and because I wanted to keep things within my budget. I also picked up myself a new keyboard chord book because my wife has mine, and I don't like sharing, so I'm not going to steal hers back from her. So I figured, well, I'll get another book, and I got some more of my cheater stickers because I didn't know if I had enough left over here or not. But I got another pack of these, and it just helps you identify, your flats and sharps, and your major notes, that sort of thing. So they're kind of cool. So anyways, let's open this up and see what we got. Now the stand I got is, I don't know, he calls it a cheaper stand. Well, especially compared to the one that my wife's got on her rental unit. This would be a cheaper one. So ballpark idea, it's under $40 for this stand. And I like this version of the stand because even though it's a cheaper model, it's got these positive lock-up teeth, which I really like. So they do have a good positive lock-up on them. And voila. So and then you can kind of you can set the rubbers into where you need them if you want to adjust that sort of thing. But these are the tops, and the bottoms are definitely, you can tell them apart. So let's put that there for now. And get our trusty knife out again and figure out how the heck we are going to open the box here. Now this is a 61 key keyboard. The last keyboard I had, like the EW400, it was 76 keys, which is nice, but for my next upgrade, I'm definitely going to be going with 88. Now this has portable grand piano button, so you can just hit that at any time. USB to host to the computer. Melody suppressor, auxiliary input, which is cool, hook your MP3 up, 48 polyphony, touch response, also lessons, which is great. So let's see what we also have for connections on this thing as well. Okay. So our jacks on the back we have. I gotta grab a flashlight. Don't go away, guys. I need a flashlight. Okay, so we've got our USB port, power input, auxiliary in, headphones and out, and sustain. So there's no line out on this. Now line out is something that I had as a feature, actually stereo line outs if I remember right, on my EW 400 board. And so you can go left and right stereo or just, you know, left out mono. And so I could go into my sound system, still have the onboard speakers. With this one, if I want to go into my PA, I will lose access to the onboards, but in my room it doesn't matter if I lose the onboard speakers to play through the PA system. But like in a stage situation, you still want those speakers active, or at least an aux monitor on stage to reroute it. But otherwise, yeah, it's going to do the trick just fine. So we also have in here the stand. Which just goes on like a so. And we have a manual. I've not found a power supply yet. Oh, got it. We do have a power supply. Whew! Pretty sure I read something about batteries. Yeah, you can run batteries on this puppy too. One, two, three, 6 batteries. Looks like they're AA. Yeah, 6 AA batteries. So 6 AA batteries for the included power supply. That had me going for a second because if you remember on my channel, I had a Boss ME80 pedal board, and with that, it runs power supply or batteries. Now, because Boss ships it with batteries, they don't give you a power supply. It's like, okay. So that kind of had me going for a little second when I didn't see that power supply box right away, but we do have a power supply with it, so we do get everything we need to rock and roll. So, at this point, I'm going to shut down the camera and going to take this in and get it set up in my room. And we'll fire this little puppy up and go through a couple of the different sounds in it. Now, I'll tell you quickly what actually convinced me to get this other than touch response. I am losing out, of course, on no pitch bender and a few other little features that the EW had, but this is not an EW. But there's about 5 or 6 different sounds, including the grand piano, that had to be in this thing, or it would have been a no way happening deal. I would have gone to actually the next level up, but then we would have had 2 keyboards exactly the same in the house. But this actually has those sounds, so I'm like, yes! Okay, I'm sold. Package it up. Give me my bill. Take my money. And out the door we went. So, anyways, I'm not going to tell you what those sounds are right now. Just be patient. Be patient. Anyways, in the meantime, I'm going to go get this set up, and we'll try it out and see what it's like in the studio, and away we go. So, instant for you. Okay, guys, so we got it in here. It looks like I'm going to be doing some rearranging. I still got to teach students in here. Good thing I only have 1 student at a time. But I'm going to have to change the direction of my drum kit around, make some extra space, and stuff like that. But anyway, so the favorite sounds that this thing had to have were stream, wind, thunder, shower, and of course the grand piano, right? And there was also one called helicopter that is somewhere in this data bank. But it's kind of nice how they grouped the main ones together near the end of the bank. So it's like very easy to get and scroll through them. A little bit better setup, I think, than what the EW400 had, because there were a few different numbers apart. And it was like punch them in, and this I can just scroll. So let's now keep in mind, this is not a high wattage keyboard, so it's not massively loud, but it can still get loud. And we've got the dial here at 3 o'clock. So I just start with this stuff here. And thunder. And screen. So I'm holding down the sustain pedal. So then I can scroll through other stuff. See if I can find something else. Okay. So it's got obviously a little drum kit stuff in it too. Real tom. So all together, as far as maximum sounds go, let's get to the end of this here. Oh, they got a roller coaster in this too. Not a bad sound. There's a scream. They got a heartbeat thing in here too. Let's go full blast. Like I said, it's not massively loud. And they are touch response. So you got 574 sounds all together. And first one, of course, being the grand piano. So it's not 100% perfectly realistic, but I mean, we're talking about a keyboard that's like under $300. So, it's not absolute perfection, but it's pretty good, and the grand piano sound is actually fairly good, especially for anything that I'd want to do. And being the fact that, I'm still learning piano, I don't need really super high-end stuff at this point. I have a thing where it's like, what are my needs? What are my wants? Well, I kind of want a really nice, expensive one. I really, really loved the EW400 that I had, but, it's just, things go the way they go. My main key goal, though, is that really nice one they got for $1,000. And I mean, it even has a jack where you can plug a mic into it right in. It's really loud. It's got a lot of loudness to it, and it's a stage quality grade keyboard for $1,000. And also being Yamaha. I'm a Yamaha guy when it comes to keyboards. I've always liked their products, even their really super low-end stuff that would be really super, super low-end today because it's, you know, older school stuff. Still sounded awesome, you know, even back then. And I've had a lot of those keyboards on my channel. So, I mean, you can search Yamaha keyboard, rolling keyboards on my channel, and you're going to find a lot of stuff on Yamahas. And you'll find that I had a Roland, I can't remember the exact name of it, but look up Roland keyboard synth or timbral synth on my channel. You'll see it up there. Now, that was a really nice board. But that was a timbral synth, which is completely different than like a keyboard like this. You know, completely different. And at the time, back in the 80s, extremely high end for back then. But still not top grade, but really, really good. So anyways, we do have a drum beat machine in here that, obviously this is full volume. You know, in here it's a lot louder and you'll hear it on camera, of course. You know. It does have what looks to be like a recording track capability in this as well, which I will likely never use because I just don't get into all that sort of thing. One touch grand piano as well. This says actually One Touch is portable grand, which is different than the regular grand, I guess. I don't know. Probably not. No. So we got bright piano. Yep, I believe it. Number 7 is supposed to be an electric piano. 007, yeah. Cool Galaxy. This is where I wish I had a pitch bender. But the next model up from this, you will get a pitch bender and a lot more sounds and, of course, much better quality sounds for the same sounds, etc., etc. So you do get upgrades even for, you know, little stages up. You can do split keyboard on this, harmony, arpeggios, music database. Of course, there's a lot of built-in songs in this you can play along with and so on. It's got the melody suppressor, the reverb. So let's go. You can't do 000. Come on, 001. No. Oh, I gotta go 001. Okay, there's the grand. I mean, this is the voice I'll use the most of, you know. 007 is Cool Galaxy, otherwise known as E piano. 013 is an organ. One of many, I'm sure. Feel like you're in church yet? Anyways, yeah, so there's tons of voices. Jazz organ, rock organ, purple organ, click organ, bright. Anyways, lots of stuff in there. We'll get more into that. What's 189? Fret something. Okay. Percussion 122. Drum kits apparently start at 198. Ooh. That's cool. So you got lots of stuff in here. Loaded with toys. We will give you more of a demonstration on the review video because it'll be a demo and review on this thing. I gotta mess with this thing for a couple days. It's a new toy for me. Definitely I do notice one major thing is even for the volume output, it's definitely not as loud as its next brother up, and of course the one up from that is even louder, which would be the EW400. But you know, this is pretty good. I mean, you know, you plug some headphones in, private listening obviously. I do have headphones. I also have in-ear monitors, so I can actually wire this thing right direct into my PA and go through my in-ears and play in private that way. Better quality, the headphones obviously, the better quality of sound reproduction you're going to get when you're private listening or through a PA. But yeah, overall I think so far it's looking to be pretty interesting anyways. And it does come with the music stand, which is nice. I've got my book set up here with my chords. Now, like I said, I do know a lot of chords. I know, you know, all my basics like A, B, C, D, F, G, and my majors. I know my minors, and I know a few others too. You know, it's just memorizing piano chords, memorizing or guitar chords, and then I'm trying to do drum stuff at the same time as you know what I mean? Multiple instruments, but I like it, you know, it's a lot of fun. And I'm still having a blast at the drums, and there'll be an update video for that coming on my channel too about how I'm doing with the drums. But first I have to make some more space in here, obviously. So I have to switch my drum kit around to another direction to create more space, to allow for more space for this, because like I said, I still got to teach students in here, and right now this is not leaving me a lot of room. So I do have to get that figured out. Well, I got a student coming this Sunday, so yeah, I got till Sunday to figure out this menagerie, but I'll have it figured out by tomorrow anyways. I got all day tomorrow to do this, so I'll get it figured out by then. But anyways, so this is, you know, you can take a look more into it in detail. If you want, download the manual for free. This is the Yamaha PSR E363. So if you want to know more about it, as far as, you know, the features and everything, I mean, you can easily download the manual for free. In the meantime, give me a couple days with this thing. I'm going to work out some stuff. Maybe I'll work out a song, you know, that I've played before, because I haven't played keys in a little while. A little rusty, so I want to, you know, get my fingers back and going again. And maybe I'll play you guys a song as part of that demo thing that I'm going to do at the review, and we'll discuss this. But so far, really nice. Now, they are not weighted keys. You're not going to get weighted keys for under $300 unless you buy a used keyboard that's a really good one. But they are touch response, which is nice. And I didn't even have weighted keys in the EW400, and it really didn't make a difference. But the keyboard I am after for $1,000, that thing has got weighted keys. It's got everything. Like, oh, you know, for $1,000, it's like, yeah, I'm definitely going to be in. That one I'm going to try and pull off sometime in the new year anyways, because that is a lot of money. But it's also a lot bigger keyboard, which means I'm going to have to do some serious space rearranging to fit that in here. But anyways, in the meantime, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the unboxing video and a little bit of this thing. And we'll definitely have more for you on it. And we will catch you guys on the next one. So, see ya.